This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Miami Dolphins. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A big play there on the first play of the game.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Arnold. Touchdown, Dolphins. Dan Arnold, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a hit. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Montez Sweat in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Under pressure, and they get to him again. Jonathan Allen, the offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go. Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
No problem there on the extra point.
And that will tie our score here this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 10. Here's Gibson on the read option.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. 1st down and more for Jackson.
And Jackson going to have the 1st down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Jackson's throw here taken in by Gesicki.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a 1st down. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Play action. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from the 20. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7.
Washington 7. Jason Sanders to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he'll complete this to Gibson.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
A handoff for Gibson.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with Gibson.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. Well, that's a function of losing.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They'll drop to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Back to throw again. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They go play action with Jackson. That's complete to John Ross. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First down, Dolphins.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson now. Wide open receiver complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the pickup there. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that could save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll throw now on the final play. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hot.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. He'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
pressure. They got him again. Chase Young, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Jackson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out? Under pressure, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Dolphins are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Jackson on 1st down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. If following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. In your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. A swing pass here to Edwards. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And the Dolphins are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Lamar Jackson with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And some room to work. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34. Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown on the year.
And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
Through an opening, and there he goes. 30, the 20, 10, 5. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw is Jackson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for the Dolphins.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they serve
touchdown. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Washington on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Washington on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw.
Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, Jackson. Buying time to his left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. There to make the grab.
And the Dolphins are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Got some room at the 30. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey,